corn. So part 2. Oh, let me move this. So now what we're going to do is turn off the eye. You want to have your corn boil. I'm sorry. You want to make sure your corn is bubbling like this right here. And so what you want to do next. Oh, let me show you what it looks like on the inside without the top. You also want to make a little crack. You want to make a hole in the top like this so the heat can stick steeping out. Because if you have it all the way closed, it's going to start bubbling like that. So when you're doing your corn, make sure you have it like this so the steam can come out. And you won't have any popping, any popping from from the water when you're trying to escape to evaporate. So what I'm going to do now is show you the inside without the top on. And here you are. This is what it looks like when it's all done. So now I'm going to leave this top off. Place that over here. Be very careful. Place that there. Put you guys here for a minute so I can have 2 hands. And you want to let this cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. So let me grab my other glove and dump out the water. And then I'll show you what they look like after they're all done and come out. And get my glove on. Okay. You gotta be very careful and go very slowly. And once you're pouring, it will change the color of the water. That just means that it's fully cooked and it cooked all the way through. So carefully pour out the water. Alright. So now that all the water is dumped out, you can see here that it is all the... Oh, can you guys see? Hello. Hi, Markin. So this is what it looks like when it's all done. So now, okay, you guys can't see. I'm trying to put it back on the heat because if I do, it's going to burn. This one here is fine. Just have to cut off that top part. I can't really touch it without a glove or anything right at the moment. I'll get those pieces later. So overall, this is what it looks like when it's all finished and said and done. Now I am going to start plating. I have to move it back off the eye because that one is still hot. So what I'm going to do is turn this here. Move the top over here for now. And then push this back on this back eye since that one's off. So you guys can see that right there. Okay. Hi, Sonic. Hi, Sonic. Hi, puppy. What you laughing at me? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to do something here. Okay, there we go. So next, what I'm going to do is grab a plate and start putting it on the plate. So give me just a second. Where's my tongues at? I don't see them. So what I'm gonna have to do, you can either use tongs or a fork to pull them out. So what I'm gonna do is set my plate here, away from the heat. Let me move you guys back. And I'm gonna start taking them out. So you also can start adding you also can add spices onto these after they come out. Ooh. Yeah, that's why I was trying to find my tongs, but I can't find them, so this is going to have to work for now. Be careful. If you need to use your hand, be very careful because it's very hot when you pull them out. Like, if you need to use your hands to hold it in place, you can. Just be very careful of it. Okay. Oh. Let's do this. Alright. I got one more to take out, and then I start putting the butter and everything on. Alright. So let's do 1, 5, 10. Okay, it's cooled off. So I just go ahead and push that back a little bit with my finger. Like so. Alright. So now that that's done, let me pull you guys back. Alright, can you guys see? So now what I'm going to do is grab my butter and some pepper and salt. Well, I already have salt and pepper on it. But I'm going to grab some other seasonings that I could put on there. So bear with me for a second, guys, please. I don't need this fork anymore. I can put that in there. Alright. Okay, let me make sure you guys are moved back so you can see. Hold on, guys. Give me just a sec. Thank you. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to do something. I have a person on here that is not being friendly and nice. So let me take care of this real quick. Alright. I believe he's taken care of. On this channel. Alright, that should take care of him. Competitive gamer, hello, thank you for joining. And thank you. Excuse me. I am sorry. We had a person on here that was very rude. Um, so let me move that there. And let's get started on the regular plating because just a second. I will be back later on to make some more to make some sweets. If anybody is interested in coming back on, when I come back on, and please, if you're not subscribed, please follow me on my social on here, so you guys can get some good content and good sweets and desserts and also food. Please and thank you. So so what I'm going to do is grab my seasonings. I'm going to put this top back over here. Oh no. There you go. You ready for that to happen? Okay. Okay. Just a second. Let me grab my seasoning. Here we are. Yep. You can use that right there. And any other things I want to use? I don't think there is, but if there was, I could grab it. Let me shove this right here. Let me see the difference here between the two things I got. Alright, I'll use this one instead of that one. Okay, so I have my stuff, my seasoning. Just gotta grab my butter. And then I will start seasoning and plating. Sorry about that earlier. I take care of somebody because they was being rude on my feed here for a sec. Alright, so let's get plating. Grab my butter for sure. Now, guys, if you're not, sorry, if you guys are not going to be nice in here, I will block and not let you back in. So please, I beg, just be kind, okay, on here, so y'all can get along. So what I'm going to do first is add my butter, like so. You can go like this with it. You can go like this. It should be cooled off now where I can touch it with my hand. So what you want to do is start buttering it up. You don't need a lot of butter, but if you do, you can always have your butter on standby for you to add more to it, like I am doing right on my side here. You can use any butter that you prefer. Oh, came off the knife. Just when you're using a knife and butter, be careful of it because it will break very easily. And you can tear into your corn. I don't know if some of you guys like to shuck your corn on your own or have it already done for you. So, oh, it's very slippery. Alright, so put this here on it. There we are. So allow those two. These two pieces. I'm going to have to do that by hand. Unfurl that piece and put that here. And do a little bit of my seasoning. Oops, wrong side. You don't want to do too much. So you also want to make sure you're turning it on its side when you're doing this. Like so. So the butter is acting as a glue agent to add it in. That's why it's doing. Oh, I gotta clean that. All right. You can use your hands to smooth it out. Give me a second. I need to grab my paper towel I have real quick. So what I'm going to start doing is using my hands since it's not really hot anymore. It works a lot faster too for the corn. So now, since that's finished with that side, that one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to turn it this way. You can use anything that you like for your corn. It's completely up to you. This is just my preference of what I want to use on my corn. Alright, that was finished. So now I got these last two here. Oh, it's still my fingers again. Alright, so you want to make sure you're turning it and get a very good coat with the butter. At this point, since I already cut the butter and it fell apart on me, I can go ahead and use my hands. So now, what I'm going to do is put some more seasoning on this one here. My hands and stuff, yes, but it's slippery. I'm going to go here, here, and here. And then the last one, we get the same thing. And then I will add another ingredient to my corn after I have this is all butter for a bit. So now that one's all done. Alright. So now that that's done, close up that one. And my next ingredient I am going to add on would be, hold on, let me just, I'm going to clean up my stove real quick. Hold on, guys. Be very careful because this is still very warm and hot. Alright, so that's good to go now. Okay. Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to bump you guys. Can you guys still see? So now I'm going to add. This might work since it's all. So this is going to work because it's all the way. That's the way it's placed. I'm going to add a little bit of organ leaves. No. Just to add a little bit of color on each one. So now, there we go for that. And the next thing I want to use and that's about it for my ingredients I want to use. So now, here they are. Oh, you got the finished product. And bon appetit. and bon appetit. Thank you for watching Age of Sweet Treats. Have a nice day. Please stay tuned for some more sweets coming later on today.